Hard Knocks, the second episode is about to drop. They had put the little preview clip. It's him before practice talking to JPJ, and he's like, "Yo, I think you caring about this, a little bit more than I care about this." And he's talking about some of the holding or like what people might think of, oh, you're too handsy. And JPJ is like, "Nah, I do, because I want to be great, coach." And he's like, "Yo, you're not gonna be great today. You pushing towards being great. You should do that every day. But man, right now, we just kind of got to come out here and get better. We just got to be competing and chasing after it." And it was just like one of them heart-to-heart moments where you could just kind of see him letting him know, player to player, like, "Yo, I don't care what any of these fans or media have to say about you. We know what you're doing. We know what we're asking of you, and you're doing what we want you to do. Keep it going. I do not care." That was the message with it, man. I loved it, bro. Like, it was one of them good ones, though, man. Just like I said, in terms of just keeping the confidence, dude, or keeping the confidence in a young dude, man.
Take the pressure off him.
Heck yeah. Because think about how loud that's gotten. I mean, every show we come up here, has JPJ lost it? Is JPJ holding too much? Is JPJ too handsy? What's going on with JPJ? Hey, is JPJ a bust, man? Do we need to do? It's like, yo, dude is doing what he's supposed to do, man. But once again, if the expectation and the perspective aren't aligned, then yeah, we're going to look at him wanting more. And that's totally understandable. But it was good, though, to hear Coach Tomlin tell that, like, yo, you're not great today. You're not going to be great today. But you got to keep showing up. You got to keep pressing, because eventually you will be. But like I said, man, that was a vibe right there, man. It already had me excited for the next episode to drop. I'm like,
tonight.
Come on, baby. Yeah. I was like, all right. That's what I needed. I'm going to watch that after I got basketball game tonight, Deke. Game 1.
Wasn't it Tomlin that said in his post-game press conference this week, or was it last week? When you're going up against Shaq, you're going to use all your fouls.
Yeah. It's like that, man.
So that's what he's alluding to with JPJ. You're going up against another team's best receiver.
Mm-hmm. It is what it is, man. We not tripping on that.
That's the type of game you're going to play.
Yep. Keep competing. Keep showing up, man.
But to JPJ's point, you do want to improve on that.
Yeah.
You want to get better on it. He wants to be great. We want him to be great. And that's not necessarily a part of it. Now, there's one thing, but it is the penalties are a consistent thing for JPJ. And I'm not, trust me, I'm not against it right now for year 2 with him, because I think he's doing a pretty good job. But in terms of All-Pro, Pro Bowl, yeah, you will have to clean that up.
Yeah. How many stars does he have in his career right now?
It's probably up on a season
just
at
now.
This point.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, he's still young, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. We were talking, like, as fans, we were talking about him being top 5 guy, All-Pro, Pro Bowl this year. It's just not, it's just not there yet.
Listen,
but you're still playing good.
As fans and media, there is nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to love. You're supposed to be over the top about it. Like, that's what it is. Yeah.
He played lights out his rookie year.
Right. It's just as players, what Coach Tomlin's communicating to him is something that every player deals with, and depending on how you handle it can determine how you play. We've seen dudes really allow the negative noise from fans to have a negative impact on their play.
Yeah.
And we've seen the other side where it doesn't have any impact. And I think just for Coach Tomlin, man, he kind of understands, like, yo, you're in a position where everybody talks, everybody's loud because everybody sees you. And when you make a mistake, or if you're off in the slightest bit, it's a loud thing for everybody. Not fair, but it's the reality of what you play. So I just like the fact that he's letting them know ahead of time, like, bro, you keep showing up, man.
Because that's the thing. I'm even seeing in the comments, bust down JPJ, he's got him in the top 10. He says top 10 max.
Like, he's doing his thing.
He might be. I mean, he might just not be top 5. He might be like top 10, top 15.
They want Sauce Gardner-like production in right now from JPJ, and we're like, if you don't give us that or 1,000 interceptions, what have you done for us? It's kind of like when they say Minka's not playing well. It's like, why? Because he doesn't have picks? Cut it out. He is playing well. He's balling. He just doesn't have the turnovers to add to that, and that's what puts you in all pros or player of the year conversations. But to say he's not playing well, it's like, nah, that's not the case. So with JPJ, it's like, you think he's the only corner that's been penalized? We just are hyper focused on it because he plays for us. If we really take that global outlook on all these corners in this league, nah, we will all be saying the same thing. It's a very small list of corners we would take over JPJ that's starting this NFL right now, man. But because this is who we watch, this is who we spend the most time with, we have the most intimate details and knowledge of this group, That's why we feel like, oh no, it's way worse here, or man, he's way too penalized here. And it's like, y'all gotta watch some of these other games, man. Yeah, some of these other quarterbacks, he be like, hey, bro, I pray for JPJ to fall out the sky, please.
If you're doing a cornerback draft, I think you would probably have him between that 10 or 15 spot.
That's what I'm saying.
Point.
Like
if you want to, at his age, maybe you are picking him close to the top 5, top 6, top 7.
He's in the conversation. Yeah. Is what we're saying. Yeah. Think about how long it's been. Like when we talk about like legit bona fide, like homegrown. Because obviously we know with Joe Hayden, we had to go get that after the fact. We even talk about with Steve Nelson, it was like that's after the fact. But one of them homegrown ones, it's like, man, we praised up Cam Sutton. It's like, yo, we love Cam, but we don't feel like Cam had this type of ceiling at corner. Cam is more great Swiss Army knife, but not
it took him a while
corner.
Too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Two and a half years to really get a role.
We were part-time in him with Mike Hilton.
Yeah.
So I'm like, outside of that, like, Artie's flashed.
Ike Taylor.
Sustainable. Yeah, it's
Ike
been a
Taylor
forever, man.
If you're talking about a homegrown guy that was our CB1.
Yeah.
Before him, probably Rod Woodson.
Right.
I know we drafted Chad Scott, but I think he flamed out.
Respect. But yeah, that's my thing, man. I'm like, man, it was just refreshing to hear it because we talk about that sometimes, but it's
great
like
way for
when
Tomlin
you
to
hear
handle
him do it, it reassures a man it's way different when he is talking to you about it versus anybody that could talk around you. You know what I mean? Like, that's the guy. Shout out to Coach T, man.